morning, good afternoon, and good evening, whenever and wherever you will go back to. The beat-up plan as we return to its hand of fate. This time we're gonna play for what I think is a medallion or so. Anyways, I have to admit there is one episode in between here that I skipped. It wasn't a very eventful episode. I won 2 tokens, 2 whole tokens in a blood auction 2. But that was replaced by blood auction 3, so we can still bid our blood towards the vampires. And I fought some thieves without equipment in the lizard dome, and then I freed their slaves. Got those 2 tokens, but that was about it. I didn't get a lot of equipment, and then all of a sudden I had to fight the Minotaur, and that with standard equipment was just undoable, I have to tell you. I did get a lot of food during that run. That was... in itself, it was amazing for. I got like at a certain point I had like 31 food or something like crazy, but yeah, fighting the Minotaur with 4 undodgeable attacks and hand crushing, it was just a slow-paced game, and I mean, if you're gonna see me lose, I better lose spectacularly, right? Or drastically, or all annoyed, but not to like, yeah, well, there's nothing here I can do. That's just no fun to watch, in my opinion. So, time to lose or to win of the King of Skulls. We have Corrupted Souls, minus 10 maximum health whenever the player gains a new curse. Ouch. Performing a prone finisher inflicts 5 damage on the player, so don't kill people that are lying on the ground. The most fearsome undead warrior ever seen. He carries on one arm a shield that would crush most men, and with the other wields a 2-handed sword with deadly ease.
Has the challenge become too much for you to face?
Well, that's what we are about to find out. And the fact that we lose minus 10 maximum health per curse makes me think that that new Hangman card probably is going to give us a curse most of the time.
At their heart, all games are about power, are they not? The acquiring of power, the retaining of power, and most importantly, the use of power.
I like this shield. 50% chance to grant 1 free artifact use per combat. That means that your artifacts might last forever.
Really? Is that what you're going to?
Yeah, of course, but unfortunately,
Violence
we don't have an artifact
everywhere. Is this the way the world is now?
The food wagon.
Play for a token now.
You come across a broken down wagon laden with food. Its owner nowhere in sight. Well, call out and offer help. Oh, thank God you're here, a merchant leaps out of the bushes. Some bandits attacked my cart and I hid in the trees. Please accept this food as thanks. As he hands over some food, the merchant explains that he was on his way to a distant trading post and that, as a result of his troubles, his food delivery will be delayed. We gain 1 food gain card and the card's token is now yours. That was an easy thing. Oh, 1 food. Yay. Still, it's food and it's a token. Already a much better start than the first game I played. Ooh, the Kraken cult.
Again, a token is at stake.
Yes, and the last time I failed this. Your information takes you through swamp and marsh to lands lost in fog and decay and ruin. You smell the pyre long before you can see it or hear it. Something unquestionably outlandish awaits. Get close, and I actually got the failure here, or it was on the next leg, I actually think.
A choice. Select your desire.
Yes, I knew that it wasn't here. With their focus elsewhere, it's easy for you to make your way closer to the ritual. Despite the foreboding, burning kraken that towers over the proceedings, as you creep closer, you realize there's a sense of frivolity among the assembled lizardmen. I'll get closer still. Oh, and now I only have a 25% chance of success. Lovely. It's this one. It stayed on top! Thank you! You stay hidden for hours as the ritual winds down, and eventually the lizardmen depart, leaving smoldering ash as the only testament to their presence. What? I succeeded twice, and I do not get the token? What? Did I have to fail on the second one? Okay, that confused me. Dark
The more
ritual.
powerful the sight, the more vile its trespasses.
I'm gonna leave again. I have only base equipment. Sorry, if I had a bloody holy item, I would take this fight, but I don't have anything yet. Stranger in the shadows.
No darkness like that to be found in the wilderness on a still and moonless night.
Do I want to get more gold from him? Yeah, because 20 isn't that much. Alright. I think this is the huge failure, so I'm gonna go here. Oh, actually huge failure was next to it. Well, still, let us not go too much further. We have gained some gold.
Deeper towards our foe.
Yes.
Do you understand what it is we do now? Or did I rush you through the rules, pushing you into the play before you were prepared?
No, that's quite alright, but we have some gold and we could spend that at the traveling jeweler. So let's try and do that. Yeah, it's really unfortunate that sometimes cards, but that's of course possible, quite possible now with the large selection that we have, that we come across cards that I'm like, really, I'm not gonna fight that if I have just base equipment. That's 8 of skulls plus the queen, who also comes with her own guys and who can summon more guys. Yeah, I definitely need a little bit more of that. We have also apparently the ring of what now? Oh, the hindsight. No, that's okay. Quite alright. We'll keep that. No, I mean back. Sorry, and then buy items. Arrow cutter. During combat, press 2 to summon a magical shield that stops arrows and other ranged attacks. Nice, but war cry. Press 2 to perform a war cry. You will be able to perform your most damaging attacks without building up combo. Ring of Justice, weapon ability, and Ring of Survival. We'll buy this one. It's early enough in the game that that will be useful. And I'll buy some food, I guess. Food isn't extra expensive here, but it is just normal price. There we go, 26 food. Now we have more than enough food now. Goblin King's Hall 4. Alright, back into the dungeons we go.
Secrets of your memories. You'll gain
Great news, Mr. Lionel the Clowns! Excitedly bursting from the back of a wagon as it passes you along a well-trodden path through a sunny meadow. One of the Goblin King's sons has decided to challenge the old fool for, yes, we know this, for his position, for the rule of other people. Under Goblin law, he can legally take his father's place if he can beat him in single combat. But the king, crafty slug that he is, has hidden the crown of the treasure vaults. Without the crown, the leadership cannot be resolved. There must be chaos in the capital. Ask about the capital, well, somewhere hidden, we already know that. Anyway, the point is that the crown is in one of the treasure vaults. If we can find it, then I can use it to blackmail the king into letting me back into the city. How about it, friends? Well, let's go find it in the vault now. That's the spirit, Lionel says, gleefully, rubbing his hands together. The crown is going to get me back into my rightful place. You lead the way this time. Hours later, you stand through the doorway into another vault. Good luck! And then he kicks me again, probably, right? Yeah, helpful kick to the rear. Lovely. Don't actually know why I didn't read that entire sentence, but probably just eager to redeem myself. The last time around, I got a little bit bombed to death, and I didn't actually find what I was looking for, which is the crown itself. And there the bomber goblin is already at. Oh, lovely. You just effed me over twice. I had to move because he was bombing me. Oh, come on. How am I supposed to get through here if you... I get no reprieve. No, come on. Don't go too far. Oh, man, I lost way too much health already. Okay, now I have a reprieve. Because the goblin threw wrong, and therefore we could do this. See? Now we can do something. Don't know where the gold is down here. Oh, there we got some gold apparently, but that wasn't visible. We took way too much damage having forced to move quickly into the dungeon, but we got the token, I think. Outside you meet up with Mr. Lionel again. Did you get it? He asks excitedly. Quickly, you must have it. You hold out the goblin crown, an ugly wooden thing, embedded with large gems. for his inspection. The crown! My ticket home at last! And just as he reaches out to take the crown, a trio of goblins appears from the treasure vault, one of them saying, "I'm telling you, there was a human down here." The goblins stop dead and stare at you. "Look!" one of them screams. "He's taking the king's crown!" You turn back to discover that Miss Lionel is nowhere to be seen. "Stop, thief!" one of the goblin guards yells. As another goblin blows on his horns and a magical portal appears, more goblins begin to arrive, all yelling and pointing in your direction. "Get him!" yells one. "Seize him!" yells another. "You're the king's favorite, you seize him!" You decide to leave before the increasing number of goblin guards bolsters their courage enough to compel them into action. The god's token is now yours. Alright, and I got the achievement Vault Raider. Help the locals. Carlo, the barkeep of the landlocked lubber, has introduced you to the new Hollow Watch. They help protect a vast area of woods that have become home to many of the people displaced by the chaos of the land. They have many problems that you might be able to assist with. The gods do smile upon us here today. Some mages have constructed a shrine to the cloaked devil that spreads disease and air through our land. We have no one strong enough to withstand a curse that will be handed down to the shrine destroyer. Perhaps you have the strength we seek in the hero time of need. Okay, well, I'm gonna lose maximum 10 health, but do it. Gonna lose 20 health! It seems strange that in a seemingly haphazard collection of stone and runic lettering could cause so many problems. You smash apart the shrine with ease, immediately releasing a cloud of smoke that stinks of sulfur. Corrupt healers, whenever the player is healed, they also lose 1 gold for every 2 health points gained.
Ingenious, don't you think?
The player cannot choose a combat encounter choice if there is any other choices. Oh, lovely. And I didn't even get a token. Why did I do that? Well, never you mind. Here is the hanged man.
Only hope.
One day, while traveling through a forest, you come across a man hanging by his ankle. You inquire about his current predicament, but he explains that he does not want any help. "I have accepted the destiny that fate has decreed me, just like you should accept yours. I get another curse card and a blessing.
Many of these blessings are too good for the likes
Compensation. When the player finishes a combat, they lose 1 gold per 15 health. Am I going to be cursed to death? That would be an awesome way to go, though. Alright. Metal ore. This is just a series of things where we find the ore by climbing down. Yay. Well, carefully.
Caves and caverns. One cannot hope to find adventure without a little delving now.
We have the food, though. Tavern wager. Accept the challenge. I'll wager 5 gold as you cannot catch an arrow in flight. Oh, we don't have a magical item, of course. I think it's this one? Yes. Well, we win 5 gold, but yeah, you need a magical gear to gain the god's token, I think. Traveler mage, we have like 5 gold. That really doesn't help us with anything. And there's the one of hindsight. I'm okay with this. This is the labyrinth. We have base equipment. The hangman, I don't want another curse. I don't want to be cursed to death until my maximum health is 0.
No. Another floor awaits.
And the blood auction, I don't have a lot of health. The Holy Forge.
A brotherhood of peace in the service of war. Never trust a priest.
On a dusty, lonely plain, you come across the shattered remains of an old monastery. Searching the building, you meet an old man dressed in dirty robes. Long ago, we of the Brotherhood forged holy weapons to support the war against the infidels. But the infidels were strong, and one day, one of their raiding parties took us by surprise. They destroyed most of our tools and took our supplies, including all the rare metal ore that we used to craft our weapons. King's army never returned after that day. I know not what became of them in the years that followed. I stayed here all these years, but only the ghost remains to keep me company. All of the others who survived the attack left long ago. Give the monk your sample ore. The monk's eyes widen in surprise and exclaims, "By your gods! Where did you find that?" He looks the metal over carefully. "If you are willing to put in the hard work, stranger, together we could fire up the old forge one last time." You spent several days with the old monk. By day you toiled together at the forge, and by night you swapped tales of your adventures for a share of his food. Eventually you hold the completed weapon in your hand. Battle hammer. That does a lot of damage. 40 damage and holy. Also string together consecutive attacks to do massive damage. Plus Press 1 to unleash a powerful explosion. This is a mighty weapon. Yeah, but with this weapon, I would have taken that unholy ritual. Thank you, warrior, for giving this old relic one last chance to prove its worth. And then, good, and then I couldn't see it. Twisted Canyon. I'm still gonna climb down. You never know if I can sell the weapon later on. That's more or less what I'm gonna go by. Oh, I thought this was the success. 2 pain cards.
I will curse you, and I will make you suffer.
Yes, you did.
The pain returns. I'm sure you thought you'd seen the back of it.
Bye. Oh, please don't do that every time again.
So sad.
I really need some help before I travel on. You return to the old monastery, but after research are unable to find the old man again. Yep. Well, nice, but I just want a little bit of help. Alicia in the underworld. Well, we have 6 gold.
On their foolishness.
No, we have 0 gold. So, refuse, we cannot get this token. The Apprentice.
A portal and a wizard.
One
Or
day
at
you...
least an apprentice. It
Yes,
reminds me of days past.
Yes, it does also remind me of days past. Sorry, I just want to get a word in there because something pops into my mind and I just want to share it. The Apprentice, a boy and a wizard. Reminds me a little bit of Disney's Fantasia, where Mickey was an apprentice to a wizard and it went a little wrong. One day you happen upon a young wizard practicing his magic in the forest. He greets you in a friendly manner and beckons you closer. Since we have been forced to leave our sacred tower, we must make our own way in this world. For a small fee, I could transport you to a destination in a faraway land. Pay 5 food for a teleportation spell. You hand over the food and the wizard prepares himself casting. The casting is now yours. The young wizard waves his hand, saying, "Don't worry, I'm almost always successful in transporting myself to the other place. Luggage is a little trickier." Oh, come on, don't say that. After arriving at your destination, you continue on your journey.
It has been many ages since the King of Skulls has seen combat. He is hungry.
The King of Skulls is here. Could we do that in this episode? Actually, I want to equip the Battle Hammer, not the huge hammer. Battle Hammer is better. Alone, I don't
come to this table
have
with
the gold.
debts outstanding.
The maiden?
So careless with your resources.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna ask for supplies. 2 food gain cards. 3 and 5. The maiden just made it so that we can find the King of Skulls, I think. Call for the priest. Don't need it. Pass it by. We're going to try and find the King of Skulls. Ooh, Devil's
At its
Carnival.
heart, these traveling shows are but mockeries of the true mysteries.
One day, just as dusk gathers, you reach a large country town hosting a traveling circus. Strange sights and stranger smells confront you as you begin to wander between tents and stalls that were once brightly colored, but now are faded and stained with dust. Peasants and nobles alike wander the streets and alleys, past wonders and amazements, seeming almost dazed. There is something about the place that dulls your senses, and for a while you forget your quest. Forget even the path that brought you to this place. Continue. Success, huge success, failure, and... I have no idea. Oh! Ouch. Sensing a hidden malice about the place, you turn and try to find your way back out of town. You somehow lose your way and end up heading further into the crowds. The mysteries of the carnivals await you. How is that a huge failure?
Choose from these options.
I knew it was one of the other two, but... The wheeling of reed flutes draws you to a man sitting before a large wicker basket. As you watch, the head of an impressively large snake arises, its forked tongue flicking in the air. Suddenly the snake turns towards you and you lashes out. You instinctively react, striking the creature in the head. Dead body thrashes around the ground and the man leaps up. "Murderer!" the man cries. "Curse you, killer!" The crowd gathers and the man continues to yell. You quickly walk away before more trouble starts. Ah, not another curse. Player run speed is reduced by 25% and I've lost even more max health. Sometime later you find yourself standing in the edge of a forest. The sounds of crowds behind you. Day is just dawning, but which day? Looking back you see the ruined buildings of a country town long ago abandoned. Interesting, but ouch, that did not go well. Demon Trader.
Bargain with the devil and the devil returns for more. No surprises there.
No, indeed. In your dreams one night you're summoned to a pit and greeted by a familiar demon. I don't have 2 blessings. Greetings, mortal. I'm in need of spiritual fulfillment to trade you, and decline. The demon does not look pleased. With a flick of his claw you are thrown into a fiery pit. You wake in the morning and realize it was only a dream. Yes. The Landluck Lover 4.
I will happily wager on the outcome. I do not think you have what it takes.
Well, I'm kind of fearing my health, but we have beaten a boss with less health than this. But then again, that was a lower boss. But we do have a holy weapon. We have, like, the best weapon probably against this boss. So, you return to the Landluck Lover to see what Koro had in mind next. It is hard to tell mages and bandits had besieged the place. It just looks as decrepit and ramshackle as usual. Koro greets you warmly. There's only so much we can find about our aquatic nemesis from dry land. Our next action must take place upon the sea. I've been comparing the information you found at Norwich Port with the Hindbinders, and I may have a plan. Carlo gestures you towards a collection of papers and charts that are spread out across 2 tables. If the bar had patrons, this might be problematic, but as usual, the only occupants are an aquaphobic sailor and yourself. The nearby port of Estos Sea, far more respectable, has trading routes that I believe follow a similar path and timing as the smugglers. I think we can get you aboard a ship. Then you'll have a front row seat to scariest show on the land. Ah, card token is now mine. Time.
One must now end.
Yes, indeed. The mighty lord of the undead, the Skeleton King, defenses are practically impenetrable, and he will use both sword and shield to fell you. Let us see if we can do it.
This encounter.
The mighty lord of the undead, the Skeleton King, defenses are practically... Yeah, we just read that. Alright, let's see how many enemies we have. We have a holy weapon. That is the major positive. 4 of skulls additional. But we also move with 25% slower, and that I really don't like. That's the last curse we got, and it is bad. Oh, there's also range guys. Oh, but we do so much damage. How quickly do we not destroy them? And it is over! That guy was mincemeat. Well, actually, he had no meat. He was just bones, but they've now been turned to dust.
Well used here. The King of Skulls has avoided my grasp until now. You have sent him to my realm. It is time for a long-delayed reckoning.
Alright, new thing gear. Your starting gear has been upgraded. Deadly combat. You advance to powerful blows more quickly. At the start of your adventure, you will be blessed. Skeletons will now reanimate. Rather than have leap attacks. And skeleton health increased. But still, what a good fight.
Pentacle, then. It will only benefit you so far, and no further.
Now I almost feel ashamed I put out the episode that was so uneventful, because wow, we are now all of a sudden rushing through the game. For helping the food merchant who was accosted by bandits, you get 7 food gain and a training post. I think we help this Lionel to the end now. Goblin Crown King, a Maze of traps. Oh, and goblins. No, and that one is locked even. For working in the Holy Forge, you will receive Draw Free and the Forbidden Armor. For purging a portal to another land, you receive Surprise Portal. Planning with Carlo gains you the following card: Sea Journey. And for defeating the Skeleton King, I get the Skeleton King Helm, Skeleton King Shield, Skeleton King Sword, the Queen of Skills, and a Cave Rescue. Time for Frostfang again. But I also say, I thank you for watching, and remember, great peril